bitches. What's up? Wake up. It's morning time.
What's up? Good morning. Happy Friday, everybody. How are we doing today?
Good morning. That's
Let's-
crazy. I wanted to see when things, because I'm on the show today. So when things go, Twitch just notified me, and X was like 2 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, what's funny is for whatever reason the screen that I'm looking at is my like a really old iPad, and so I was sitting there and I'm watching the time in the corner, and the time didn't change. It got stuck at 5:29. And then like I'm looking at my watch and my watch says 5:30. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like that it was weird. And now they've caught up to each other, but for some reason there was a glitch in my iPad. But
You
yeah,
got into this.
I did the same thing yesterday. I was on my computer and I got the notification on X, and then Twitch, I'm just sitting there refreshing the website and stuff like that. And yeah, it's definitely got a delay. So Buke's got that 10K. Buke's coming in hot on X. All of a sudden, Caitlin's gonna switch over to X, and our Twitch audience is gonna go downhill. But good morning, Caitlin. Good morning, Bukes. How are you doing? She said, "Nope." Good morning, Brofit, coming in. Brian, I tried to search for your 30 for 30 videos and I could not find them. I am uh technology stupid, so they could just be right there in front of my face, but I swear I checked Twitch, I checked YouTube, I
I'll
checked
send them to you.
X,
They're all
and
on Blaze. They're all saved on his Blaze account.
I found a comment of yours that said something about Blaze, so then I clicked on Blaze and I couldn't find it there, but whatever. Yeah, help me out, because he put me through this like stretch session last week, and it sucked balls, but it felt good. So
It's amazing.
I figured I would try to do it again this weekend. Good morning, Cardfish. How you doing? How are you doing since you started working out with Brian? Who did? Who did what? No, don't worry about it. I'm committed to Twitch. Yeah, everybody should be committed to Twitch, except Bukes. You know, that dude loves himself some X, which is totally fine. Win Faith and Iron show again. Yeah, what's up, dude? Is that your podcast, right?
Yeah. I did one. Huh.
That one's not live though, right? That's recorded and then you post.
No, I do it
What are you
live.
doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Live over on Blaze.
I don't have time to. I put it on X too, but I don't have time to edit, so I just do it. I just do it live, and you guys get all my mess ups too.
Look, that's the way, dude. That's the
Yeah.
way. Sore, but it feel great. Nice. All right. All right. Good stuff. Good freaking stuff. How you doing, bud? How was your day?
I'm good. A little tired, but it's the weekend, so I'm just, like I said earlier, we're just trying to figure out some sort of plan because it's overcast and rainy up here.
Yeah,
So
that sucks.
and right now, I mean, they were up waiting for me to, because Friday is my sleep-in day.
Yeah.
Instead of the 3:30 alarm, it's 6 o'clock.
Yep.
But as soon as I walked out, they're like, "All right, we can play the Switch now." I was like, "Yeah, I really don't care. It's 7 a.m., but go for it. You're gonna be sick of the Switch by 9 o'clock, and now I'm gonna be trying to figure out something to do before any store even opens."
Yep. Caitlin wants to know what your podcast is about.
Faith and fitness, and just how everything
simple.
correlates that in daily life. Just
Gotcha.
simplistic, just me rambling essentially.
Yeah, just like this shit right here.
But no, I might run a stream with the boys later because I got that big old a stack there, and then I got a whole box. I got a lot of cards to open.
Yeah,
And the wifey wanted to. She's like, "Well, I want to join one time." I was like, "Okay, cool. Well, I think we need more cards then."
Yeah,
My wife.
nice.
So I was like,
Nice.
"Cool, let's go."
Yeah, let her
let's
rip a
go
pack.
get more.
Let her rip a pack or two. Get the feeling. Get the juices going. My wife enjoyed I forget what it was, like the Road to VCon set or something like that, but then she hasn't had any interest in any. I actually haven't ripped anything since then, probably. Um, so but yeah, I've been looking for two more megas. So now me and each of the kids have a mega box that we could rip to the dome. So that's why I've been hunting targets. I finally found a target yesterday in between. Like I was heading to meet my in-laws and the girls for lunch. Um, because Amy and the moms in the crew were having a moms and young kids only pool party. So I'm like, damn, I get off early and you guys won't even let me come. She was like, no, literally, you're not allowed to come. Take the girls somewhere, have a daddy daughter date. And I'm like, okay, all right. I'll put that shade to the side and I'll do it. Stopped at Target, grabbed some boxes. I was stoked to finally see them. Really weird how they're like not in any other Target. It just like happened to be in that Target because I've gone to like four in the last week. And then we had some bomb ass like Japanese barbecue. It was so good, so amazing, so much food, so full.
It looked good. Yeah, I
And
haven't
then
even.
now we're trying to make plans to rip these boxes, but like we have a very small window today before like 7:30 when Bailey goes off to cheer camp for the weekend at Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
poor
fun
girl.
cheer camp.
Poor girl. Right? Yeah, it's like the third year in a row that's where they've done it. I mean, you know, sounds like a party.
Yeah. Dang, I remember like soccer camp. It was at the local college and in the middle of summer. And hey, your shade, go sit under a tree and drink some water. It's like, oh, your special day, cool. We went and we got water ice for everybody. Oh, thanks.
We're gonna abuse you a little less today. Yeah. Yeah, so she's excited for that. I finally got the lowdown on her drinking. She had a Long Island iced tea Cutwaters.
One of the pre-mixed ones.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, I might have to grab a box and try that shit. She said she had two or three and was feeling a little loosey goosey. So that was fun. Caitlin's really wants to know accountability, man, with dorm food. Yeah, not quite there. It was a friend's birthday party at their house. Those are strong. Yeah, it said it was 2 shots of alcohol in it. Or at least that's what it lists on the can. Nursery is clean and ready. Finished living room, bathroom today. My husband did a great job. Nice. Yes, we're technically baby shower ready. Let's go. Good job, Caitlin. Way to crush it.
That's when I get my
Mine
honeydew
is
list done.
what was I trying to be accountable for? Me and MP are doing workout stuff. So yesterday I wasn't like, it was not a long work day. It was a quick and efficient work day. Then like I said, everything that happened and I hit the couch, dude, and it was like video games, TV, food coma, and I was sitting there and I was like, fuck, I need to work out. I need to text MP. And I'd already texted you. I texted you the
Mhm.
plan, like I was gonna work out later. And then I asked my son, I'm like, "Do you wanna work out?" And he's like, "Yep, let's go." And he just popped up like ready to rock. And so we hit a session. So it's cool. It was a
Nice.
good time. Good morning, Oz.
Yeah, I think because you mentioned on the show earlier or yesterday that you're like, yeah, I'm gonna be real efficient today. And I was like, I think it lit a fire under me. That's why when I was saying I was like sore earlier today. Because I was just thinking like I mean, my mind's always racing about business. Like of Monday, I'm like, what do I have to get? I was like, there's not much. I blew pretty much all of that workout.
Yeah.
I was like, so it's gonna be a nice little easy week to the holiday. But yeah, it was nice because I texted you about doing the family walk. And
Yeah.
after dinner, my boys wanted 0 parts of it. So I hacked
Okay.
them. I was like, all right, well, I guess I gotta go food shopping alone and you guys don't get to pick the snacks and everything. They're like, no, we wanna come. So we literally I made them go up and down every single aisle.
Nice.
Halfway through, my wife looks at me and she goes, "You just conned us all into going on a walk together, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah, I did."
You're like,
It's like
"Wait, you didn't see
it cost me
wait,
some
did you?"
money, but I got it.
How many aisles did we get down, honey, before you figured out what I did? Because if it was the end, honey, you got to catch up, girl.
We were going down like because I always go to like the bulk stores to get the laundry detergent. So we're like going down the laundry detergent. She's like, we don't buy laundry detergent at the grocery store. What are we going down this aisle for? And I was like, I don't know. Just keep walking.
I just price check, yearly price check. Come on. That reminds me, like I did after Japanese barbecue, I was going to tell you guys this story. It didn't go over well. But I took the girls to Target, the other Target, to see if they had them. They didn't, and then the girls wanted to walk around and look at clothes and backpacks and all the other stuff. So we did it. We did some steps around a big Target. But the other thing I did is I've been wanting to tell my wife thank you for being extremely patient and loving and kind and supporting as I brought home all this Topps Chrome stuff and not like, like we haven't gotten into a fight about it. Like she hasn't been like,
Mhm.
drilling me or anything like that. And so I thought, I thought of a way to thank her, and I thought it was good and funny at the time, and the girls kind of laughed as well. But I just got her an envelope of cash, and I was like, "Hey, I want you to spend this guilt free in any way you want, shape or form." Uh, and like I tried to like do it all nice and like saying thank you and all this stuff. And she just looks at me and she goes, "How much money is that?" And I'm like, "It's $2,000." And she's like, "Is that what you spent on Be Friends?" And I'm like, "More or less." And she's like, and she just like walked away. And I was like, that really backfired on me. I was hoping she'd be like, "Yes, I really want to get these." Like, she's been wanting lounge chairs for like the backyard, and like, I should have just bought her lounge chairs, honestly.
Yep.
But that
You
did
should just
not
bought her the
work.
lounge chairs and be like, yeah, there is a lot more than I spent on the cards.
Yeah. What's funny is as I got out of the bank, I like had this idea, and I said this out loud in the car to the girls, and I'm like, "Oh, I should have got this in ones and made your mom dance for it." And both of them were like, "Dad, no." And I was like,
Went over a lot
"More
better.
aura." Just start making it rain on her. Um, Tom here making me feel better about my spending. Yeah, for sure. But I got you, Caitlin. I got you.
Yeah, my wife has
Ah,
not given me crap yet about the cards.
yeah.
I have a feeling next time I come home with some, it's coming. But I mean, she's on board. Like this was my Father's Day gift. This is pretty cool.
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, the family photo.
Um, so she's kind of getting on board with it, but she wants to go to the Hillary Duff concert. Like, why do you want to go see
Mm.
Hillary Duff in concert? And their tickets are stupid expensive.
Oh really?
So I might just get her those tickets for her birthday and be like, here you go. You can take a friend because I have zero interest in going to this.
Well, my wife, that's what she said. She's like, "Dominic, you spent $2,000 on cards, and here I am, like trying to find like cheaper seats for this concert that I just bought for the girls because they just bought like Olivia Rodrigo or something like that." And she's like, "And I was stressing about it and everything." And I'm like, "All right, well, I just gave you three more concerts worth of cash right there, or one, front row seats to Taylor Swift." Like, sorry, honey. So yeah, that didn't end well. We'll get through it. All right, let's chat some reading, dude. How'd you like this one?
I mean, it ties perfectly into what we were talking about of teaching the kids excellence. I mean, if you want to pull those hit cards, you guys keep opening those packs.
Yeah.
No, I like this. I like this one, and it's kind of what I try to do with the kids. It's when it's kind of like I kind of dumb it down to if they're going to sign up for something, if they're going to start something, they're going to give it their all. They're not just going to half-ass it, if you will,
Yeah.
or be like, oh no, I'm not interested in this, and then quit. Like, nope. If you don't want to, you're finishing it to the end. You start what you finish, kind of type of
Mhm.
thing. And it's just teaching them that almost a discipline, but that not everything is fun and easy along the way. Sometimes it's fun in the beginning and hard at the end. Sometimes it's hard in the beginning and fun at the end. So it's kind of gets them to kind of have that confidence in themselves almost. That's why I love this one.
Yeah. Brofit's like, damn it. First he says, I have 50 boxes if anyone needs them. And then you're like, no, excellence is ripping packs, dude. MP's got ripping on the mind. Like he's got boxes over his shoulder there calling his name.
I got stacks in front of me. I pull this little.
Oh, nice. Is that a clear one too? Like
It's
a see-through?
It's a
Can't
numbered
lie.
Daisy Duck, which I didn't know that Disney was going. Like Disney is like taking off in price. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like that one, it's out of $250, and that one's like $40. I was like, okay.
Damn, that's wild. Yeah, my daughter got some Pokemon packs yesterday from Whatnot, and she was all excited to open them up. Hopefully, she got anything great, but yeah, it's good. It's becoming a thing.
Mhm.
Are you on a different page than me? I didn't see anything about excellence in
Oh,
this
I'm on
one.
July. Wow, that'll do it.
Guys,
I told you it was a rough morning.
I'm telling you, the Kindle is the way because you never like it saves your page. You can't possibly get another month in advance.
Look at that.
My
I'm just
husband
already
and I
fast
love
forwarding.
ripping cards.
I
Yeah.
got pack rips on the mind. That's why.
Yeah, for sure, dude. You're like, I'm gonna translate everything into pack rips anyways, so it is what it is. Guys, I don't know if you saw my eyes going down, but like I was like flipping back forward page. Oh,
Oh boy,
StreamYard.
it's ironic that
click
it's
this
ironic the
comment.
title of this page.
Yeah, face your flaws.
There's the flaw.
Yeah, there's your flaw. What's up, Ann? Ann's
Too much
Team
other stuff. Not
MP,
enough
guys.
coffee in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, but this reading is a good one. Again, we're in the month of self-care, so this reading is basically about we all have flaws, we all have baggage. Speaking of bags, we all have baggage, and you know, you got to do the work. You got to face them. You got to get the therapy. You got to get the journaling. You got to have these conversations with people, vulnerable conversations, to try to work through your issues, not just set them aside, repress them, try to hide them, because they will come out, especially in those moments of chaos and um, just normal parenting things, and then your kids pick up on that stuff. So whatever it is, anger. For me, it's mostly sarcasm and humor and like quick-witted mean comments. We've talked about that a lot on here. That's kind of one of my things. And you know, I can tell my kids are already like me. They do it. So push that deep down. Get out of here.
Yeah, no, I think we're very similar in the comments.
Yeah.
And yeah, I can agree. My oldest is picking up, and my wife kind of does like the whips her head and is like, really? See, this is why you need to stop making comments about my butt all the time.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, but no, I do this one as I skim through it and read it real quick. It hit us home because coming home on the radio, I heard it was, I forget what it was, like some sort of talk show, and it was a lady she was talking about how she grew up and she always heard her parents would fight, but they would fight in private behind closed doors, and even though they thought that they were like removing her from the situation, she still heard it, and she grew up thinking, oh, it's my fault, what did I do to make them fight? What? And it's fun. It's like I heard that and I was like, oh well, like my parents never, they argued, but I don't remember them ever fighting, and it was like an argument, a disagreement, and then it was over, and they never like went to another room. They would always talk it out in front of me and my brother.
That's good.
And then my wife, she had like the complete opposite. Like her parents would argue and then not speak for a couple of days. And when I heard that on the radio, and I was thinking when I was driving home, I was like, well, my wife is, if there's some sort of tension, disagreement or something, she's like right up in my like, all right, what are we gonna do? Let's talk it out there. And I'm like, whoa, okay, hold on. Give me a couple minutes. Like, and now I realize it's like because her parents would just run away from it more
Okay.
than that's like
Well, that's
FaceTime, let's
good.
figure it out.
Yeah.
And even in like in life, like when a problem comes up, whether it's car, financial or something, I'm the one that's all right, give me like 2 minutes, let me wrap my head and all right, full force, let's go at this. I'm not running from the
Mhm.
problem, I'm not dodging the problem. I mean, it's funny in business, my dad taught me it's like someone owes us like he'll email them, call them 15,000 times, and it's like, well, just and then they answer. He's like, well, I just needed an answer. If you're running from me and not answering the phone call, like I'm
Yeah.
thinking something's up. If you just say, hey, my customer didn't pay me yet, I need another week. It's fine. I'll just mark it down and I'll give you another week.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to in business, I try to send a response like as quick as possible, especially when it comes to money. Because
Hmm.
I know it's a big thing for a lot of trades, a lot of the people that I work with. Like some and people have told me and I've talked to people about it. I'm like, look, I just need to know what's going on. Like, and some of them are just like, look, you know, I got people who haven't paid me for 30, 60, 90 days. And so I'm kind of like hurting right now. And I know that you're good at paying. So I'm not like pestering you. It's just like if I can get money from you, then it just makes the hit from all these other a-holes a
Yep.
little easier. And I'm like, okay, I get it, but I'm not there with your invoice and your project yet. So it's probably gonna be next week. And the sooner you have that conversation, the better. And a lot of times I can tell, like there are certain people that I work with. I'm like, I know why they're calling me. And it's for money. So I just answer the phone and I'm like, look, I don't have it. It's gonna be next week.
Hmm.
It's easier than
Yeah.
avoiding it.
Yeah.
Like
Because you don't
then
answer
comes
that
the
phone call, then
text.
they're like, really? This person's dodging me. Now they're running.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, and I'm trying to think like my upbringing, my mom and her boyfriends were definitely like just I guess mostly it was later or behind closed doors and not so much in front of us, but the screaming matches and stuff like that. Like yeah, I remember hearing a lot of it, seeing some of it and stuff like that. So I definitely am more of that, the yelling. Um and wanting to like have a conversation, but then it really easily turns heated. I don't know. I try my hardest to listen, but I definitely feel the bubbling of aggravation in the conversation and like can feel myself escalate. And I think I'm doing better. Like my wife and I have had a couple of fights this year that uh, have turned out really well. Like so, I'm improving somewhat.
Yeah.
Maybe
And
she's improving too.
I always like say to like the
Talks to
new
the
couples and
kids.
stuff, and they're like, how do you do it? I'm like, "Y- if your marriage has no arguments and no disagreements,
Yeah.
something's going on. Like
Yep.
it's you're constantly adjusting, constantly learning from your
Mhm.
spouse. Um, may think you know everything about them, but people are
Oh
constantly
no.
changing.
Yeah.
Um, so it's like
Yep.
it's a constant it's a constant yin and yang almost. It's you have to be able to balance it, and that's part of teaching your kids. It's you're teaching your kids to live with somebody else, and it's
Yes.
I've heard it
Definitely.
multiple times. I don't know if it was on here on the somewhere, but it's the spouse. Your spouse is the only person in your life that you pick to choose with.
Hmm.
You
Basically.
get your
Yeah.
parents, you get your kids. You are
Yep.
choosing to live with your spouse.
Like spouse
Uh,
and like and then friends are the other people. Like not
yep.
live with, but like keep in your life actively.
Yeah. And so it's your job to teach your kids how to navigate the I mean everybody has the flaws, but to navigate them and show them how to live
Yeah.
and and work with each other when
Coexist. Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. I think my wife is like like you guys are saying like the quiet listening, uh, like trying to figure it out kind of person. Um, and so there's a lot of silence in those arguments, and then I end up talking more because I'm more of the talkative person. never goes well for me. So I've been trying to do better at like what Caitlin said here about like what are you thinking? Like what is your thought and your reaction to what I just said? Like where are we at? Like what do you want to talk about? Like I'm tired of talking because I feel like I'm just digging myself deeper. So I need to like but then she just looks at me and I'm just like
And you just get that okay.
yeah.
That's me.
I'm
It's
like, I feel like you're just like I feel like you're standing there with like a hose watering down the hole that I'm digging in, like and turning it into mud. And you're just like, yeah, keep going, MFer.
no, my wife, she'll talk, and I'll sit there and I'll be like, okay. And she's like, can you give me something more than okay? I'm like, well, I'm not, I got to think about, like, I can't just speak off of the top of my head. I don't want to, I was like, I got to think about what I want to say. Like,
Yeah, I'm not that at all. I mean, I'm thinking about it. Like I think about it all the time. There's lots of thoughts going in my head. And I'm like, I swear you're thinking about stuff too, honey. I can see your wheels turning. I'm like, just give me something. Just give me something, woman. So yeah, those are some flaws. Those are hard. Those are rough. I think about that a lot because I've read a couple of books that have all mentioned like not fighting behind closed doors. That think the thought of having an argument or having a discussion or a debate with your spouse, and obviously like as a spouse loving each other, all that stuff, you really should stay away from the fighting and the
mhm,
argument and trying to reframe and switch it to a debate or a conversation, talking things out, all that stuff. And it should happen in a public place in front of your children, so like you said, so that they learn the skill of dealing with other people. Like you're like the whole point of or not the whole point, but like when you go out there and find a mate, like you're not looking for someone exactly like you. You're not looking for someone who agrees with you all the time. I think we all kind of look for someone a little different, look for someone who's going to teach us something, help us grow into something different, like whether subconsciously or consciously or the world bringing it to us. And so you're just not going to agree all the time, and you got to talk those things out in person in front of your kids
mhm,
so they learn.
yeah. And I mean, it comes down to like as simple as like almost this weekend. It's me and my wife. She's like, oh, I don't really want to go to the camper. And I'm like, well, we spent all this money. I kind of want to go down, but it's going to be overcast. So there's going to be nothing to do. And it's us having that discussion in front of them because it's teaching, like, it's showing them, like, even interacting with their sibling or someone on the playground. It's, oh, like the boys, well, I want to go play football. No, I want to play basketball. It's all right. Come to an agreement. Don't just sit there and start screaming and arguing at each other. And like when you're
Yeah.
on the playground, if you want to play tag or hide, like, figure it out between you and the 5 other kids. Don't just be like, well, I'm the boss. We're doing what I like. And it's simplistic as that. And it's funny because sometimes we don't see those little things as having an effect.
Yeah.
But my wife, like she said yesterday, because my parents had both the boys and the baby, and they went to the beach, and I was like, well, what did they say? How was it? And she's like, well, your parents said they didn't even see the kids. They were out playing with other kids the whole time. And I was like, well, then clearly we're doing something right where they can feel comfortable to go up to other little kids
Yeah.
and have a wiffle ball game, create some beach game on the beach and play and not have an argument and come back crying. So it's like maybe it's rubbing off.
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Yeah. Part of our thing yesterday was like my wife asking me to take the girls, as she was just like, I don't want Bentley and Brooklyn together. They just fight too much. And then I was like, well, how was it without Brooklyn there? And she's like, it was good. Bentley got along with everybody, didn't have any problems, no timeouts. There were a couple little spats, but nothing too crazy. And I'm like, well, that sucks. We had to have a deeper conversation with Brooklyn. And we do, like, and it's a struggle because she's very much like me, like how we've been talking about. She's very much argumentative and digs herself deeper and deeper. I think I'd said the other day, I even told her. Like I've even been trying to give her these little warnings, like, hey, just to let you know, like when you say stuff like this, it really bothers your mom. Like your mom doesn't always like say that out loud. She just like clocks it. And then is like, and then she's on the lookout for the next time. Be careful. Oh, alrighty. My brother is just about to be here. Why is he coming over? Thought his show was tomorrow. He's coming to probably clean the rest of the house and help you set up for the baby shower would be my guess. He's such a good brother. He's gonna hang all the decor and the pink streamers and throw confetti all around. Give you the drum set for your daughter that he's been holding on to.
Well, he's got to show up early to set up the stable for the pony and everything.
Yep. He definitely got her a pony for sure. What else? I wonder what else he got her. Well, you guys have a fun weekend celebrating this monumentous occasion. MP's wearing a pink hat in support of the daughter. Y'all are brewing. Congratulations again. But yeah.
The world's about to
Everything
change
good?
for the better.
Oh, the other thing about this reading today is it references a passage from a book called The Gift of Failure, and I highly recommend that book. It's a good book. It's a good little, reminder to appreciate failure, which we've talked about a ton on here, and help give your kids that gift of failure. Keeping us away from being snowplow parents, and trying to get every obstacle out of their way. Let them fail. Like you were just saying. Like I'm sure your parents, I'm sure your kids were like, "Hey, we want to play with those kids," and your parents were like, "Go ahead, ask them." Whereas some kids be like, "Mom," like my kids do this too. Can you like come talk to the kids and see if they want to play with me? And I'm like, "No, what? You have a voice?" Like, ordering food from restaurants, my girls are always like, "Dad, can you order this for me?" And I'm like, "No." Like, talk to the nice lady standing right next to you who just asked you what you want to eat. Like she asked you a question.
That's my oldest, and I would tell him like, "No, you can order your food." Or I'm like, "Dude, do
Yeah.
you know how creepy it is for a tall man to go up to a child and say, 'Hey, do you want to play?'" It's like, "Bud, you got to go ask the kid to play."
Yeah, if I wanted to play with that kid, I would go talk to him. But I would also be put on a list.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, but you got to do it, homie. Ah, kids are fun.
Mhm.
All right, dude. Have a great weekend. Everybody
Yeah,
have
you
an
too.
amazing weekend. We'll see you back here on Monday as we close out another week and another month. Actually, we're closing
And
out the month of
almost get to
self-care.
July.
Yeah, it's gonna be July, guys. It's crazy. It's wild. But thank you, buddy. It's
Yeah.
good chatting with
See
you,
ya.
man. Appreciate it. All right, music up.